Hey guys, I'm here with Lyric Hetzer, really a familiar name in especially the girls wrestling community. This weekend she's wrestling for middle school death squad. She finished up with a record of 7-3. She comes to a lot of our events. She travels the country, wrestles in girls division, boys divisions, all those types of things. Lyric's been wrestling for 6 years now. Lyric, tell us how you started with wrestling.
So I was a cheerleader, and my coach, the football coach, wanted me to go for the wrestling room because I started tackling wrestling football field. And so ever since I got into wrestling, I've never missed.
So you started off as a cheerleader. You were tackling boys that were football players on the football field. The football coach, who's also a wrestling coach, comes to you and says, "Hey, have you ever tried wrestling?" So then you started wrestling with him 6 years ago and kind of never looked back. So now, I guess about 2 years after you started wrestling, some things started coming together, and that's where I think people started seeing you at more national level events. You wrestle in girls division, you wrestle in boys divisions. When do you decide whether you want to do strictly girls, strictly boys, or both? Like, when do you make that decision?
So most of the time we do both, girls and boys, but mostly it depends on the tournament. Because like sometimes the place is national, so we want to wrestle girls because it's a higher quality and it's going to lead me to success. But we wrestle boys mostly because it's going to like lead me up to defeating girls in the future.
What do you think the biggest difference for you is wrestling girls versus wrestling boys?
So
Like, do you approach the match any differently, or you still do the same things and it's just a matter of, how they react or who they're wrestling? What's the biggest difference to you?
I do the same exact thing because I know girls can be as strong as boys sometimes and can have like the same mental, like everything.
That's cool. So you're a Trinity Award winner. You placed or have won a lot of national events. In addition to wrestling, you also do boxing. So do you just train boxing, or do you also compete in boxing?
I train boxing.
Okay. Now, you train wrestling with Coach Palmer at CP. I know you have some other private coaches or other clinics you go to. Where do you train boxing?
Jackbirds.
Okay. So when you started with boxing, was it more of like, I want to get a different style workout, or were you trying to learn like a form of self-defense just to protect yourself in life?
That and because it's strengthening
Okay.
wrestling. So
Do you do any strength training or weightlifting right now, or just strictly the sports?
I do it.
Okay. All right. So you're in 7th grade. What high school are you thinking you're going to go to?
Lakota high school.
All right. So you seem pretty goal-driven to me. I want you to enjoy your life and not go too far down the road, but you're in 7th grade, you're talking about high school. What are some of your goals in high school or beyond?
We want to be on the world team because it's coming this April, and I'm really focusing on that, training hard.
What age group would that world team be?
15.
15U. And how old are you? 12. So who do you think, and you don't have to say names necessarily, but what is your biggest competition, or who is your biggest competition? Or, as somebody that's only in 7th grade and 12 years old, going out against 15-year-olds, is it realistic to think that you can make that world team?
Yes, it is, because most of the time I train with 15-year-olds at my club, and they're mostly like 105, 110, and we're just trying to build up to the world team.
So let's say post-high school, any ideas where you think you might want to wrestle in college, or what college programs do you like now? I know a lot of girls teams or women's teams that were being added at the college level, but what's your thoughts on college?
I want to go to Penn State, but they don't have a girls program. I hope when I go to college, they will.
So do we need to call Coach Sanderson and Coach Cunningham and all those guys and let them know that they need to start a girls team because Lyric's coming? All right. Any fun facts or anything you want people to know about you besides just wrestling? No, that's it. We know you have a lot of different training partners. We know you have some different coaches. Who are some of the best training partners or some of the most important coaches that you have that you want to give a shout out to?
K-Tide Cleve, Jeff Bird, Colin Palmer, Coach Lindsay, all of them are top coaches. And my wrestling partners, Olivia Messer, she's been on the world team, Cody Blevins, Marky Mobley, all of them.
Well, I got to tell you, Lyric, I was impressed just watching you wrestle. Every time I've seen you on social media or at our own Tyrant wrestling tournaments, I know we've said hi and bye to each other, but we've never really talked. And I just got to tell you that I'm extremely impressed with Lyric, her maturity level physically, emotionally, and then knowing what her goals are at such a young age. And we wish you nothing but the best. And we hope you keep coming here to our events. And I know we're going to be supporting you at the World Team Trials. And we can't wait to see how well you do. All right, congratulations. Great job.
Thank you.